All right.
Let's see. So who's filming here?
Green is.
Green is filming.
And I told you.
And you told me?
Yes, I'm on
Okay.
Charlie and the one.
All right. We're learning about constellations this chapter. Have you ever heard of a constellation before?
Yeah.
A constellation is a group of stars. This is the constellation called Orion. I'll also show you this if we can go out to the beach when the moon's not out. And we may be able to see it tonight. Orion is the hunter. So the ancient people would look up into the skies and they'd see pictures in the skies. And Orion is one of the pictures they saw in the sky. See, they didn't have TV. So this is what they did for fun. They'd look in the sky and they'd see something and they'd make it into a story. And the story about Orion was a hunter. He was a hunter, and that's his sword right there. And that's his belt. And those are his shoulders. And that's his head. And those are his legs.
I thought it looked like a spacecraft.
Yes, I.
It looked like a what?
Like a spacecraft.
They didn't have spacecraft in the ancient times.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's what they imagined.
I just don't see it.
I've seen it. I usually see it turned around where he's facing you, not where he's to his back. But this is just one person's idea of what it looks like. See, those are the three belt stars. Those three right there. And so, looking back, that's those three. It's a reverse picture. Backwards. I don't know why it's backwards. Anyway, Orion is the hunter. So that's Orion, and what scientists do with these constellations is they use this constellation to refer to this area of space. So the constellation Orion is this whole block of space here.
Is it always there?
It is always there, yeah. These stars are basically so far away that although they are moving, the constellation will appear as it is for many thousands of years. It won't change much. And so it looks to us now pretty much similar to how it looked to ancient peoples.
Isn't he stepping on that like rabbit thing too?
Well, that's what it showed in this picture. It showed him stepping on a rabbit, which is a
Aww.
different constellation. And there's a dog over here, which is a different constellation. And there's Pegasus over here, which is a different constellation. So there's all sorts of constellations all over the sky. Now we see it when we look at Orion. Oh, and by the way, they name the stars of each constellation. They name them according to the Greek alphabet. Alpha is the brightest star in Orion. They call it Alpha Orion. That's Alpha Orion right there. It's got another name. It's called Betelgeuse. You ever heard of Betelgeuse?
I love that movie.
That's the name of that star. It's called Betelgeuse. Beta Orion is that star. It's called Rigel. It's the second brightest star in the constellation. Rigel.
Nigel.
Rigel. And then there's the third brightest. I don't know. Maybe that's it. And then the fourth brightest. And they go on. Alpha, beta, gamma, delta, epsilon, zeta, eta, theta, iota, kappa, lambda, mu, xi, comma, pi, rho, sigma, tau, upsilon, pi, chi, psi, omega. They name every star in the constellation according to its brightness. You want to hear the Greek alphabet in less than 5 seconds?
Yeah.
How big a little say that again? Units are per hour, down stuff like I make it, sir. You have to say sir at the end of it. This is to get into the fraternity house back in college.
Every single Greek letter.
Isn't the name about
Did anybody fail to not be able to do that?
Yeah. What's that?
Isn't the name about something like Celestine or something like that? My coach used to always say that.
Our son,
What's the name of our son? Isn't it?
Sol.
No.
It's the only other name I've heard of given besides the sun.
Celestine.
Celestine, I've never heard of.
Cool.
So we see, when we look at Orion, we see all the stars there, and they look like they're all about the same distance from us. But that's not true. In actuality, Alpha Orion is somewhat close to us, and Beta Orion is way back here, and Epsilon Orion is the farthest from us. The apparent distance, it looks like the stars are real close together in space, but in reality, the real distance, the stars are actually very spread out. Video footage of apparent versus real distance. Hey, there's Orion. There must be no audio up here. Now they're shifting the view of it. Oh, this is great.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Shifting it to the side so you can look at it from the side.
Is this real?
This is done on a computer,
Okay.
and it looks a lot different.
Oh, that's weird.
Computers have the data in their little computer brain for all this, so you can move them around in space. You can see they're actually very spread out. If you could turn all the stars.
How spread out are we talking? Like how far?
Light years. Maybe light years.
26 light years.
26 light years?
Yeah. Which is relatively close to Earth. Oh yeah.
Compared to the whole galaxy it is, but
Several thousand
not
light
compared
years.
to going to your downtown grocery store.
So if I tried to walk it,
Yeah, it would take you a while.
everyone.
Here we go. It's coming back all the way around now.
Do the medical science.
Coming back all the way around now.
That's what we're doing right
That looks like a K.
now.
Yeah.
You just got K.
There's Orion. That was really good.
Where were you?
Oh, I see it. Not really.
I don't see it at all.
I see
There's
it.
Betelgeuse. There's Rigel.
I see all the pieces.
Whale. I'll get you.
So, Orion is not the only constellation in the sky. There are 88 of them, I think.
Big Dipper.
And can you see Orion? Where's Orion?
Orion is
I always look for the bell.
C5.
Anyone see it up here?
Yeah, I see it. It's
Where?
orange.
Alright, there.
There it is. So there's Orion, but you can see there's a whole bunch of other constellations. So the entire sky, wherever you look to in the sky, is a constellation. And scientists broke it up like that on purpose so that they could say, for instance, if there's a comet in the sky somewhere, they could say there's a comet and it's in the constellation Ursa Major, which is the where the Big Dipper is. And you could look towards the Big Dipper to find the comet. You see what I'm saying? Charlie, put the phone up.
I have a question.
Yes.
What does Mensa mean? It's down in the purpose.
Mensa?
Yeah, what did they get that word from?
That has to do with the mind, I think.
The mind?
Yeah. Most of these words they got from either Latin or Greek or something like that. So Indian. Some of them come from Hawaiian. It usually goes back to stories that people told about stars that they saw in the sky. Video footage of constellations.
Yes.
More tales to tell than hieroglyphics at Giza.
Wait a second.
Constellations are patterns for the billions of stars that are scattered across our sky. Based on mythological stories of Greek gods, creatures, and animals, our heavens have more tales to tell than hieroglyphics at Giza. The meaning and movement of constellations were deeply rooted in Greek culture. Among them, Orion, the hunter, was said to have encountered a venomous scorpion. To escape from the creature, he jumped into the sea, which to the Greeks explained why the constellation Orion appeared from November to March, but disappeared as Scorpius rose to sting him. All of the constellations that we see in our night sky change positions throughout the year. Why does this happen? The Earth spins on its axis, moving east to west, so objects appear to rise in the east and set in the west each day from our vantage point. As Earth continues its path around the Sun, different constellations become visible at night, as the Sun appears to be in different parts of the sky. There are a total of 88 recognized constellations by the IAU, 12 of which are zodiacs. Zodiac constellations differ from the rest of the 76 because they cross the path of the ecliptic, which is the path that our solar system's planets travel along each year. Because these constellations were so-called touched by the sun, Babylonian astronomers thought they bore significant importance. While viewing constellations, make sure to bring a Greek mythology book so that you can read the many tales of heroes.
Okay, enough of this. That was very good.
I didn't like that one so much.
No. Let me tell you about the zodiac. So the zodiac works like this. Does anyone know their sign? Back in the 70s, everybody
I'm a
used to...
Virgo.
You're a Virgo, I'm a Gemini. Here's what it means to be a Virgo.
What's a Scorpio?
So, the sun, the Earth goes around the sun, right? So there's a time in July, for instance, where the sun is between the Earth and some constellation. And in July and August, that constellation is Leo. Leo is hidden by the sun. You can't see Leo during July and August. So the ancient astronomers thought that this constellation had greater significance than most of the other ones. The other ones at other places in the sky, the sun didn't go through. But Leo, the sun went right into Leo, so Leo must be important.
Oh, are you kidding? We're not having tornadoes.
That sounds like another...
Please proceed to your evacuation route.
Did it say tornado? Hold on.
I think we're having
Hold on.
a tornado drill.
Hold on again. Hold on.